precept. Deuteronomy chapter 23 verse 6 talks about like getting rid of the Edomites. Thou shalt not seek their peace nor their prosperity all their days forever.
Right, so we shouldn't seek their peace or their prosperity. Not that they got any prosperity to give anybody. But they're looking for you to help them. Read on.
Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite.
Right.
For he is thy brother. Thou shalt not abhor an Egyptian, because thou was a stranger in his land.
Right.
The children that are begotten of them shall enter into the congregation of the Lord in their third generation.
Right. Look, that's going into the fact that Esau was your brother, that you shouldn't really hate him. But he's done stuff that you have to hate him. You get me? Putting us on slave ship. We have to hate him, but the Lord is going to bring judgment on him.
Right.
He's going to get a righteous judgment. And that's why the Lord said, I will fight for you. So you don't have to worry about them. And vengeance is his. So you don't need to take vengeance upon them. Because the Lord will take decent vengeance and righteous vengeance on them. Right. Right. It's not even hunting season yet. So we can't be running them down to say we're going to do them things. It's fishing season right now. That's why we're out here fishing our people. But when the hunting season and you put the spirit on us, we're going to hunt them in the cliffs of the rock.
This is Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers.
What?
Behold, I will send for many fishers.
We're out here fishing our people in now. Read on.
Saith the Lord. Saith the Lord.
All right.
And they shall fish them.
Right.
And after will send for many hunters.
Many what?
For many hunters.
Many what?
For many hunters.
And then what?
And they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks.
Right, we're going to get them from out the Carcass Mountain. When them up there and visit them thing, we're going to visit them.
That's right.
We don't want to visit them now, but when the time comes, we're going to visit up there.
Right.
We're going to go in the bunker them. We're going to seek them.
Right.
We're going to hunt them. And we're going to find them.
Verse 17. For my eyes are upon all their ways. They are not hid from my face. Neither is their iniquity hid from my eyes.
Right, so nothing that you lot are doing, the plotting and your scheming in your little cobra meetings and all your little secret counseling, the Lord is seeing all of that. So don't think that you're keeping your secrets to yourself. He knows everything. And He's going to tell we. Right. We know exactly where we are going to find or no.
Right. Right.
So you could do your secret counseling a bit more. The Lord knows where you are. The angels are watching you right now.
Right.
And making notes. And knows who's done what. And who's getting head chop off first.
And first I'll recompense their iniquity and their sin double.
And their what?
And their sin double.
So you're getting it double.
Because they have defiled my land.
Right.
They have filled my inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things.
Right. So you fill the land with your detestable and abominable things. You want to give us pork to eat. You make crab, shrimp, lobster delicacy. And you know that we're not supposed to be eating that. You kill our brothers and sisters and defile the land.
That's right.
They said blood pollutes the land. And the only way you can cleanse it by him that shed it.
Right.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 3. Knowing this first, that they shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lust, and saying, where is the promise of his coming?
Right. They're going to be scoffing and saying, "No, John, you've not been saying the Lord is coming for how long and he's not here yet.
Right.
Where's he? Where's your God, man? Let him save you now." Read on.
For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation.
Right. So all things have been continued as they were from the beginning of the creation.
O Lord, my strength and my fortress and my refuge. In the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have
Inherited lies. Surely what?
Surely our fathers have inherited lies.
Right, so when they see that a Mashiach Yahawashi is a dark-skinned man, they're going to say, wait, I thought Jesus was white. They've inherited lies.
That's right.
I thought them people over there in our land, I thought they was white.
Yeah.
But they're really black.
Right.
Even the leaders are saying it. They know. They've covered the faces of the judges.
Come here.
All the younger generation of the heathen is going to realize and know that their fathers, they have inherited lies from their fathers. So their fathers has set them up to destruction. Read on.
vanity and things wherein there is no profit.
Vanity and what?
Wherein there is no profit.
Right, there's no profit in vanity. That's folly. Vanity is nothing. Read on.
Shall a man make gods unto himself, and there are no gods. Therefore, behold, I will this one cause them to know. I will cause them to know my hand and my might.
Right, so the Lord is going to cause them to know his mind and his hand when he brings destruction upon them. Read on.
And they shall know that my name is the Lord.
And they shall know that his name is the Lord, and know that he is the power that made heaven and earth.
Luke 10, verse 38. Now it come to pass, as they went, that they entered into a certain village, and a certain woman named Martha received him into her house. And she had a sister called Mary, which also sat at Jesus' feet, and heard his word. But Martha was cumbered about, much serving, and came to him.
So Martha was angry, man, saying how she's doing the work by herself and worrying about other people that they should be doing more work. Read on.
And about much serving, and came unto him and said, Lord, dost not care that many sisters had left me to serve alone?
Right, so she's upset that many sisters have left her to serve alone. So she's snitching. That's one of the wicked women. Read on.
Bid her therefore that she help me.
So what she's saying is, the Lord must tell the other women to help her, but they're doing what they gonna do. Read on.
And Jesus answered and said unto her, Martha, Martha, thou art careful and troubled about many things.
Right?
But one thing is needful, and Mary hath chosen that good part, which shall not be taken away from her.
Right, so Mary chose that good part that would be taken from her because she's not on the gossiping. She's not worried about what other people's doing. She got her work to do. And she's doing it with cheer. But this Martha is worried about other people's business. Read on. That's it. Right.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 7 and verse 26. And I find more better than death the woman whose heart is snared and nets, and her hands as bands.
Read that from the top again.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets.
Right, so there's women whose minds is snares and net. And the man said he rather dead. Read on.
And her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth Yahawah shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her.
Right, so who pleases Yahawah shall be taken from her. So man shouldn't worry about when escape from her. Man shouldn't worry about, yes, we love the woman them and whatever. But sometimes and the Lord take her away from you. He don't want you to follow the funny. Read that from the top again.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 26.
Right.
And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snared.
So he
and
said
nets.
he finds more better than death the woman whose mind is snares
Snares and nets.
and nets. So she put you in a trap, leading you astray from the Heavenly Father. Read on.
And her hands as bands.
And her hands as bands like tie you up. Read on.
Whoso pleaseth Yahawah shall escape from her.
So who pleases the Heavenly Father shall escape from her. He will take her out of your way.
Right.
And you escape like you're running from a thief. Because some of them are thieves. Read on.
But the sinner shall be taken by her.
But the sinner shall be taken by her. That's what the Lord thinks of these wicked women of the earth, man.
Psalms 84 verse 16. The face of the Lord is against them that do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth.
Right. So them that doing evil is Lord is against them.
Right.
Cut them off from the remembrance of the earth.
Right.
Read on.
Proverbs chapter 5, verse 1. My son, attend unto my wisdom.
Right, so the Lord is telling you to attend unto his wisdom. Read on.
And bow thine ear to my understanding,
So listen to what he's got to say and understand what he's saying. Read on.
that thou mayest regard direction, and thy lips may keep knowledge.
Right.
For the lips of a strange woman drop as an honeycomb.
A what?
And the lips of a strange woman drop as an honeycomb.
So the strange woman, the other nation, drops as a honeycomb. Read on.
And their mouth is smoother than oil.
And her mouth is smoother than oil. Remember in Psalms 83 says, their words were smoother than butter, but war was in their heart. This is the other nation, the woman of that nation. Read on.
But her head is bitter as wormwood.
Her end is bitter as wormwood. That's bitter, man. Read on.
Sharp as a two-edged sword.
Sharp as a two-edged sword. When she do her wickedness and her mouth running, blabbering.
Her feet go down to death. Her steps take hold on hell.
Her feet go down to death. And what?
Her steps take hold on hell.
Her steps take hold on hell. This is what the Lord is saying. And he said, take heed. Listen, my son. So he's telling you about what the trap that these other nations can put you in.
That's right.
They can't be with these Edomites, these Moabs. Can't be with them. He's telling you. He said, read that back again about hell and death.
Proverbs chapter 5 and verse 5. Her feet go down to death. Her steps take hold on hell.
Her steps take hold of hell. That's a horrible estate. Hellish. That's how we're living in hell down here. It's a condition. And she make you live in hell in a yard. Read on.
Lest thou shouldest ponder the path of life.
Right.
Her ways are movable. That thou canst not know them.
And you can't even know what she's thinking, what she's plotting, because it's funny. You have to be careful, and he said, take heed, my son. Read on.
Hear me now, therefore, O ye children,
Right.
and depart not from the words of my mouth.
Right, so he said, depart not from the words of his mouth, because he's giving you counsel here.
That's right.
Stay away from them other nations. He's counseling you, telling you, they're the wicked. They will lead you to hell and death. Read on.
Verse 8. Remove thy way far from her.
What?
Remove thy way far from her.
You can't make this up. He said, remove your way far from her. So when them leave you, or you bahasham, don't worry about that. Because remember, man's going is of the Lord.
That's
So
right.
if she goes, and the Lord take away from you, no one to around you. So it's a blessing you get.
God.
You might not seem it that now,
Right.
because you're desiring the flesh. But the spirit is what you're supposed to be seeking.
That's right.
And her spirit don't match with your spirit. So she's going to lead you astray. It says to death and hell. Read on.
And come not nigh the door of her house.
And he said, don't even go near our house. You have to stay away. So when you're getting enticed to come around, telling you come around and watch some Netflix, or let's, even if them tell you, say we have a read Bible, I trap yourself for you. Read on.
Verse 9. Lest thou give thine honor unto others, and thy ears unto the cruel. Proverbs 7:24. Hearken unto me now, therefore, O ye children, and attend to the words of my mouth. Lest not thine heart decline to hear to her ways. Go not astray in her path.
Right, he said, don't go astray into her path. This is the other nations. Don't go astray into their path. Because it's a trap they're setting. They don't mean you no good. Read on.
For she hath cast down many wounded.
She has cast down many wounded. Wound up a man. Broke him heart. Make him smite him with madness. Read on.
Yea, many strong men have been slain by her.
Many what?
Many strong men have been slain by her.
Many strong men have been slain by her. This is what the Lord is speaking, and he's saying, listen to his words. So he knows what he's talking about. Read on.
Her house is the way is the way to hell.
Her house is the way to hell. So he said, don't go around her. Stay away from her as much as you can. Read on.
Going down to the chambers of death.
Going what?
Going down to the chambers of death.
So when you're going around there, it's like you're going down to the chambers of death. These Edomites, these Moabs, these Ishmaelites, all the other nation, Elam. Stay away from them, he's telling you. Read on. What was that?
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 23 verse 3. Amalek or Moabite shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord.
Right, so none of the other nations shall not enter Moab, the Chinese, and the
Moabite. Amalek stuff. Amalek.
right, Amalek, the so-called Jewish man. The Jewish man over there, they shall not enter into the
Congregation of the Lord.
they shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. So if you got one of them, you can't bring them into the congregation. God said leave them outside. Read on.
Even to their 10th generation shall they not enter into the congregation of the Lord.
Even unto the
Forever.
10th generation, they shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. woman, you need to put her away, man. But she can't come in there. The Lord don't like her. So how the hell you liking her and the Lord don't like her?
Because they met you not with bread and with water in the way when they came forth out of Egypt, and because they hired against their Balaam, the son of Pharaoh, of Papa, of Mesopotamia, to curse me. Verse 5. Nevertheless, the Lord thy Yahawah would not hearken unto Balaam, but the Lord thy Yahawah turned the curse into a blessing unto thee, because the Lord thy Yahawah loved you.
Right, so we turned the curse into a blessing because he loves us.
That's right.
He turned away our transgression and love we.
Right.
Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 19. It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with the contentiousness of an hungry woman.
It is better to dwell in the wilderness than the contention of an angry woman, man. Read on.
There is treasure to be desired and oil in the dwelling of the wise,
Right?
but of a foolish man spendeth it up.
Proverbs chapter 27, verse 15.
Read up.
A continual dropping in a very great day, and a contentious woman are alike.
Read that from the top.
It is Proverbs chapter 27, verse 15.
15.
And
Continual dropping in a very rainy day, and a contentious woman are alike.
Right, so it's like continuous dropping in a rainy day. And a what is a lot?
contentious woman.
And a contentious woman. So she does nothing. Uber. First Timothy 5 and 30. What did I tell you about?
No, you're ready. 27.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 13. And with whom they learn to be idle, wandering about from house to house.
Sorry, what was that? What was what?
This is 1 Timothy 5 and 13.
Yeah.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 13. And with whom they learn to be idle, wandering about from house to house. And not only idle, but tattlers also, and busybodies, speaking things which they ought not.
Right, so these are the women that they tittle busybodies, wandering from house to house, speaking things that they should not. We don't.
Verse 14. How therefore that the younger women marry their children, guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully.
Right, so that's what they should be doing. That's what they should be doing, married, referencing their husband, and dealing with their children.
This is Proverbs 29, verse 17. Correct thy son, and he shall give thee rest. He shall give thee life unto thy soul.
Sorry, read that from the
Proverbs 29 and 17.
top. Right?
Correct thy son, and he shall give thee rest.
Right?
Yea, he shall give delight unto thy soul.
Right, he should give delight unto your soul. So when you're getting a decent son, he will give you rest unto your soul.
That's right.
Read on. Is that it?
Come on. Verse 15. The rod and the reproof give wisdom.
The rod and reproof give wisdom. So sometimes you have to beat him. Like give him wisdom.
Right.
When you tell him to do something, he's gonna listen. Come no one get the rod. Read on.
But a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame.
What?
A A child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame.
Right. You leave him to do him one thing and I'm going to bring shame on the household.
That's right.
This is from the scriptures. We're not condoning no domestic abusing the children, but the Lord said, you have to correct him.
That's right.
And not spare the rod.
That's right.
But what do they do here? They tell you if you hit your child, they're going to lock you up. That's why the children are out of order.
That's right.
They don't hear. But the Lord said, not spare the rod.
That's right.
Read on. Go ahead. Bring the precept.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 30 and verse 3. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy.
He that what?
He that teaches his son grieveth the enemy.
So when you teach your son the right and proper way, it grieves the enemy.
And before his friends he shall rejoice of him.
I'm right, and we will rejoice when he said, boy, my son really do his books and he do what the Heavenly Father tell him to do. We're going to rejoice of him.
That's right.
Through his father died, yet it is though he were not dead.
Right, so when his father died, and remember, good son, he was like the father never died, because what?
So he hath left one behind him that is like himself.
So he has left his son behind that is like himself.
That's right.
While he lived, he saw and rejoiced in him, and when he died, he was not sorrowful.
Right, so when he dies, he was not sorrowful, because is another one get left behind. So I'm not really going
Right.
in there. Bring it, please.
This is Proverbs chapter 31 verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman?
Right?
Her price is far above rubies.
Her price is what?
Her price is far above rubies.
Right, so when you get a virtuous woman, the Lord is saying, her price is far above rubies. That's a jewel to you.
That's right.
Read on.
The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her.
The heart of her husband safely trust in her. So you don't have to worry about she doing no folly. Because she's dealing with the Heavenly Father. She's keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. And she's not going off. She's reverencing her husband at all times amongst her friends. Anywhere she goes, she'll reverence her husband and her Heavenly Father.
So that he shall not have no need of spoil.
So you don't have no need of spoil.
She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
That's right.
That's why the husband will live longer and peaceful in her house. No contention, no bucking up. She's submissive, reverencing her Heavenly Father. And that's how it's supposed to be.
That's right. She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands.
Right, willingly with her hands. So she's not saying, oh, he's not working all the time. She's doing it willingly.
That's
And
right.
happy to do it. But she's doing what the Father told her. Read on. Is that it?
She's like the merchant ships. She bringeth her food from afar.
Right?
She riseth also while it is yet night.
Right, so she rise up and prepare for the Sabbath while it's not night, while it's still night.
That's
And
right.
make sure that everything is in order. That's why we love the woman. Because she's doing the right thing.
That's right.
Following the law, statutes, and commandments and keeping the household in order. Read on.
She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens.
Right.
She considereth a field, and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hands she planted a vineyard.
Right, so she all a plant vineyard. So she'll make all the plants flourish. So she's doing everything, gardening, looking after the house, dealing with the children, make sure you have clean clothes to put on. Everything is proper and in order.
That's right.
That's why it says a virtuous woman is like a jewel. That's the type of woman that a man should be praying for.
Right.
That's right.
Read on.
She girdeth her loins with strength, and strengtheneth her arms. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good.
Right.
Her candle goeth not out by night.
Right, so her candle ain't gonna go out at night. She knows that she's doing the right thing. She's following the law, statutes, and commandments. shall shine bright to the rest of the world and to
right.
the rest of the children, the daughters of Zion. Shining bright, man.
She laid her hands to the spindles, and her hands hold the staff. She stretched out her hand to the poor. Yea, she reaches forth her hands to the needy.
Right, so she helping the needy, she being charitable. She's helping
right.
everybody. All what she can do, she'll do it. With cheer. Not face pusher and saying, I can't be bothered with this. She's doing it with cheer. Read on.
She's not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet.
Right, so she, as I said, she'll make sure that everybody's in good raiment
That's right.
and looking after them. They might look good. Here, nice. Read on.
Verse 23, her husband is known in the gates.
Right. But that's where it says she's referencing her husband. She'll talk so good about him. Everybody know about him. Read on.
When he sitteth among the elders of the land,
Right.
she maketh fine linen and sell it, and delivereth girdles unto the merchant.
So she all start up a little business and bring money in the household.
Alright.
So she's not all relying on her husband alone. She's doing what she can do to help the house. Read on.
Strength and honor are her clothing.
What?
Strength and honor are her clothing.
Strength and honor is her clothing. Virtuous woman. So all the women that is trying to be virtuous, these are the women that you're supposed, these are the scriptures that you're supposed to be reading and following after these ladies, these daughters of Zion. Example to honor.
Right.
Right, hold that there. Bring it up. Down on the book. Bring it in.
Genesis chapter 24 and verse 10.
Read up.
Good.
The servant took 10 camels
Right,
of the camels of his master and departed.
right,
All goods of his master were in his hand. And he arose and went to Bethsaida unto the city of Tamar.
yeah,
And he made his camels to kneel down out the city by a well of water at the time of evening, even the time that woman goes out to draw water. And he said, O Lord Yahawah of my master Abraham, I pray thee,
right,
send me good speed this day and choose kindness my master Abraham.
and choose kindness unto my master Abraham. That's Sarah. Read on.
Behold, I stand here by the well of water, and the daughter of the men of the city come out to draw water.
Right.
And let it come to pass that the damsel to whom I shall say, let down thy pitcher, I pray thee, that I may drink, and she shall say, drink. And I give thy camels drink also.
Right,
See, also, let the same between she, thou, that thou hast appointed for the servant Isaac.
Right.
Thereby shall I go, that thou hast searched and choose kindness unto thy master.
Right,
And
so-
it came to
so she showed kindness unto her master. And she doing it cheerfully, man. She's not bucking up on nothing. She's doing it cheerfully.
And it came to pass. And it came to pass before he had done speaking that behold, Rebekah came out, who was born to Bethuel, son of Milcah, the wife of Nabal, Abraham's brother, with her pitcher upon her shoulder.
Right,
And the damsel was very fair to look upon, a virgin,
right,
neither had any man known her. And she went down to the well and filled her pitcher and came up. And the servant ran to meet her and said, let me, I pray thee, drink a little water of thy pitcher. And she said, drink, my lord.
right.
And she hastened and let down her pitcher upon her hand
She said, drink, my Lord. Read on.
and gave him drink. And when she had gone giving him drink, she said, I will draw water for thy camels also until they are done drinking.
Right.
And she hasted and emptied her pitcher into the pot and ran again onto the well.